Hey, what up? What up, y'all?
Hey, hey, hey. It's just being the Joneses.
Welcome to another
Just being the
episode.
Joneses. Just being the Joneses.
Mm.
It's us, April.
And boss,
And we are back with another episode of Just Being
being
the
the
Joneses.
Joneses.
How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Had some, just spent some time with the grandkids. Pre-Valentine Day with the grandkids.
Yep, that was fun. That was very fun.
Yep, dinner and strawberries with chocolate dip. Got them all good and sugared up before it was time for them to go
Yeah.
with their mama.
Over their daddy house.
So, yeah, today was good. I mean, I had a pretty busy day for work. And
Yeah, me too. At work. But I mean, it was good because it helped time go by fast. That's how I like it. Work at my own pace. Get it done, and come on home.
yeah.
Come on home to my honey. My
I was gonna
honey
say, I
bun.
love it when you come home.
Gotta be speeding home to get to you.
Don't speed home. Just take your time. Be safe. Don't speed.
Yeah, I just chill. I cruise.
For some reason I find that hard to believe, but we gonna just go with the flow. That's all. Just go with the flow. So today we are talking about trust. Oh,
And love.
trust and love.
Trust and love. And how they are one. Well,
No,
not one, but you know, they're
Definitely not.
very there's a handshake going on there.
You could
Should be
definitely
a
trust
handshake.
somebody you don't particularly love. So I mean,
Yeah.
but
In a couple situation, it should be a good handshake going on between trust and love.
a handshake.
Yes. Because I mean there's without
I don't think we ever shook hands to trust. We need to do that now, cause a pink as well. What like? Cause
well we did something, so
what like
we did
exchange
something
vows?
else. Yeah. There you go.
Well, I don't know. Like, so I believe that trust in a relationship is very, very important.
True.
I do hear people say sometimes that without trust, there's no relationship. I don't 100% agree with that because I know sometimes people do break trust in relationships and they work to rebuild that trust. When you're working to rebuild it, it's one thing. The trust may not be all there, but if it's a work in progress, trust can be rebuilt, and then, hey, the relationship could be healthier.
Absolutely, yeah. You can get back to where it was once before that trust was broken.
Well,
Rebuild
yes.
that trust and get things back on track. Everybody trusting and loving one another. And hopefully it's all good.
Well, first and foremost, if it's hard, it's easy. I always say it's real easy to break trust, but it's very, 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 very difficult and challenging to rebuild it.
Yes. Because trust is valuable. And it's a valuable, it's important. And yeah, it's like if you break that trust, then yeah, like you said, it is very hard to get it back in most cases. Especially depending on who you're dealing with or who you with, you may never get the trust back.
That is true, and that's when then I say that, or then that's when I can agree that, without that trust, that relationship is definitely, if it's hard to get that trust back, and that person just feel like it's impossible to trust the person they with again, then that relationship will be very, very, very hard to be in.
Yeah. Just wasting each other's time at that point. If everything you're doing just ain't working, and all the you're trying to rebuild and get that person to trust you again after she done stepped out and she done messed up and did all this stuff, caused all this confusion and turmoil.
She definitely can't be a black woman because black women don't cheat.
That's what they say. That's what it is for 2024.
But yeah, it's hard to get it back. So basically, you know, that can be avoided by thinking about things extra hard or extra, careful. Do I want to, if something was that, I know a lot of times people do things on the pretense that, or thinking that I'm not going to get caught.
Yep.
But it's always a possibility, right?
Always
I don't care how
possibility.
slick and smooth and intelligent or brilliant you think it is when you're sneaking.
Yeah.
you know, it's always a possibility. So with that possibility being there, you have to think extra careful. Like, do I want to risk trust
Yeah.
being broken in my relationship? Because once that trust is broken, it's gonna be real hard in that relationship, right? To be in that relationship, because now there's gonna be extra. That's just like somebody who doing criminal stuff, and they got to keep looking over their shoulder for the police, right?
Right.
So, but they're doing the criminal stuff. They looking over their shoulder, but the person in a relationship whose trust has been destroyed or whatever, they are always looking
That's right. It's hard.
for something to happen, like for the other shoe to drop or something.
Oh, you talking about like once the person did something, then now they looking at the other person like, oh,
Well, that could be possible too, but I mean, like on the flip side of what I was saying was the person whose trust. Oh, I said the person who trust been broken. I meant the person who no longer
broke.
trusts
Oh,
is always looking.
it's always looking. Yep. Yep.
But that's true though. What you said.
Yeah, that's true too. That's what I thought you was getting at. Because yeah, I mean, somebody mess around to do something, and like for example, she out there messing with that work husband, and and so now they get back together, get the trust back. They don't work they don't work hard and everything, and now she's looking at him like, what is he might do something.
Well, that happens in a lot of situations too. It's like now you went and did whatever you did, and
Right.
then now you don't even trust. You can't even trust the person that ain't did nothing because you too scared that they are going to do, or you worried that they are going to do something.
Payback,
You
huh?
know, yeah,
Yeah.
either even it out or one up you.
Yeah, and they may not even be thinking about that because
They
they
may not
really
be
love
thinking
you.
about
They
it,
don't
right.
they don't want all that confusion and everything going on, all that drama.
Exactly.
But sometimes people do worry, like, oh, you gonna pay me back now? You gonna get me back?
Or they
You
conscious
gonna settle
in
this?
the, or yep. Or they start thinking, hey, if I did it, they could do it too.
Yeah.
Or so I mean, and then another thing that's real hard about trying to rebuild trust, if that trust is broken, is that the person who broke the trust is sometimes burnt out by trying to rebuild that trust. So sometimes they feel like, well, I done did this, I've done that, I've done the other, and you still don't trust me. But you cannot tell somebody when they should. You should be able to trust me by now. You can't tell somebody that.
Right. What would you think is a appropriate timeline to where it's like you say you can't tell somebody to say, hey, I done did all this. Hey, you should be. It's been a year. You should be trusting me by now. I done proved myself. I don't mess with her no more. I'm good. You should be able to trust me by now. What would
It's
be?
been 6 months since I stole your money. I mean, I paid you back. Or,
Yeah, whatever the situation is.
Yeah, like.
At what point would you think that it's like, okay, it's been a year and she still don't trust me, but he's doing right.
But you can't really put a time limit on it.
It's
That's
hard
what I'm
to.
saying.
Yeah, it is. I know. What you're saying,
Because
but it's
depending on
hard.
the person, and what that person could have already been through some type of relationship trauma, childhood trauma, anything like that, and if they actually open themselves up to trust somebody and that's somebody who they actually would, it was already difficult. Imagine somebody it's already difficult for them to tear that wall down or let somebody in or let their guard down. And then the person that they actually open themselves up to trust, betray them.
Yeah. And
So now it's like, hey, you just like everybody else in my life, that I can't trust.
Yeah.
So the one person I thought I could, it turns out I can't.
Yeah.
So imagine I'm trying to trust again. Especially the same person that did it.
Yeah.
And sometimes people put, like me personally, like I trust you, right?
90%.
I'm gonna say more than 90%, maybe like 98%. Let's just say 98%. Okay.
We'll
like
say 90,
I would
we'll
say
95.
I say I trust you 98%, and the reason why I say that is
Right.
like I don't put 100% of my trust in nobody but God.
Okay.
Because we all human people, right? So do I think that, like, let's just say do I think you'll steal from me? No. Do I think you'll step out and cheat? I don't think so. But I can't say that what you won't do, because I'm not in your mind. I'm not in your body. Like, I can't control your actions or any of that. So I can't say that, oh, I know you won't do X, Y, Z. If the only way I can trust you, if I can actually say that I trust you 100%, is if I can actually say, oh, I know what you won't do. If I don't know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, then I can't say it's 100%. Now, you on the flip side have said that you trust me 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm, honored and all of that. But it's still that 2% that I just got to say, I think you won't do this.
So it's the 2% that you reserve within yourself to say, yep, there it is, right there. He did it. And we can go a lifetime without me ever doing that, whatever, to something so bad to break your trust but you're gonna reserve that 2% anyway.
Yeah. Because, like, we done been married.
That ain't right.
We've been married for almost 15 years.
Right.
And I haven't had any issues with catching you cheating. Now, I'm going to say I haven't had any issues with catching you cheating. I don't know what you was doing behind me. But let's see, that's that 2%.
The 2% that you didn't know.
So that's the 2% of me saying I have not had any issues with me catching it. I ain't had no issues with knowing anything. But I can't say what you have done with 100%, with all of your time that you're not in my presence, in my sight. That's that 2%. Mm-hmm. That's saying I can't say that, So that's what I mean. Like, so, but but I'm not, And then another reason I say that 2%, because I'm gonna always keep my eyes open, right?
Right. Right.
And I'm always pay attention to stuff. So if anything seems off, hey, I ain't finna sit here and be like naive. I don't know. I just feel like 100% trust is naive.
Your opinion.
Now that's my opinion. Correct. That's my opinion.
So like last week when I came home that one day, and then
I was like,
let me take a shower real quick first.
Yes, and I'm like, you never said let you take a shower first before, like when we was getting ready to get it in, like unless like, I mean, maybe you was like sweaty or something like that or something. Well,
I wanted to get fresh for you, extra fresh. So I mean, that's all that was.
You never did that. So of course I'm gonna be like, not as I can recall. So to me, that's different. So I'm gonna be looking at you side eye, like, why you go take a shower? Like, who you washing off? Cause
hey, I told you could smell it.
I ain't about to do that.
Well, hey,
I'm not about to. I'm not about to do that.
Well, you need to trust
me. That's the 98% that will trust you, because I'm not about to do that.
If you're not willing to do it, then
that's the 98% that trust you.
When it's convenient for you.
Yeah, of course. When I feel like my senses, you know,
Hey,
it's telling me that, hey.
okay.
But
Yeah.
so, I mean,
But that was funny though.
I bet you was really, really entertained.
I was. That was real funny because I carried it on for a few minutes, and
Sure.
I was like, hey, just let me freshen up for you. That's all.
But yeah, I mean, I ain't like I say 98% because I'm not concerned, I'm not worried, I'm not sitting here like wondering about anything of,
Yeah.
just sitting there thinking it or like that you're doing anything or nothing like that. So, but it's just that 2% because hey,
The 2%
never say
possibility.
never.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Yeah. I mean, I trust, but see, I still got that 100% trust for you, my wife, my queen, my baby,
Okay.
because I love you. And I just,
What love got to do with that.
I just believe that I should trust you 100% because I love you 100%.
Okay.
And I don't
I
think that
mean,
you can, I think my belief is that you can love someone 100% and still keep your eyes and ears open. Keep still be, just, not, still being aware, still being able to look and see what's going on. If something don't look right, then yeah, you just question it. Yeah.
but you are like it's like you saying love and trust is interchangeable in a sense of where if you love somebody 100%, you got to trust them 100%, and that's not necessarily the case.
I believe it is the case. Well, I'm speaking for myself again. Speaking for
Okay.
myself, but in my opinion, it is the case if I haven't given you the reason.
Okay, so if I broke your trust in some type of way, you don't love me 100% no more? If you don't trust me 100%? So let's just say now you say, okay, I'm going to drop, now my trust dropped down to 50% because you betrayed my trust.
Yeah, messing with that work husband.
So then your love for me is 50% too?
I can't say that. I don't know. If I'm honest.
Okay.
Because you done did it. I don't depending on what you done did. Depending on what you done did, yeah. I mean, I could have lost a lot. I mean, I would still love you. There ain't too much you can do to where I'm just gonna completely not love you. Or I don't even know if it'll drop 50%. Depending on what you do. But I mean, I will still we be willing to work at building it back, building our love and trust back up, so that we can get back to that good path, that safe zone for our marriage where we were before that happened. That good area.
Yeah.
I'm willing to
And see, for me, I think,
work back towards that. So
yeah. But see, for me, I think that, um, well, in my opinion, I think a lot of people never if they do, it take a while. Like it takes some time. But some people never ever recover from the broken trust.
yeah,
Not 100%. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Sometimes it just never
So they still
recovers.
can be together. They still in a happy, get to a point where they're happy, but there's still that one eye open, one eye closed
Yeah,
situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than 2%.
yeah, yeah. You right.
So it's like we
I mean, you
still
you can
can
probably
move around in this relationship, and you know we could still flow and all of that stuff like that. But it's just like they just
you only getting 80% trust out of me
you only get
forever.
80%. You only get 70%.
70% forever.
And I think that too, if you are someone who has broken trust and you want to put in the work to rebuild that trust,
Yeah.
you have to do it in a way that the person needs that.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, if she say, hey, I need to have access to your phone.
Yep.
Even if she don't feel like looking at,
Passwords.
even if she don't plan to look through it or nothing like that, but she just wants to be able to have that password because she feel like that's your way of. And I get it. People can delete things, whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, some people just need certain things to be able to feel like they can trust that person again.
Mm-hmm.
So if them times where she may pick it up and look at it and don't find nothing, that could be her way, that could be building trust back.
Yes.
And
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
you
Yeah.
can always say that, well, they could have deleted everything they said, or they could have blah 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 or whatever. But if that's helping that person rebuild trust, then that's what's helping them rebuild trust.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. Because I mean, if they feel more comfortable being in this relationship, and they feel like they need, in order to build trust back, they need more access to your device. They need your passwords. They want to do everything that they want access to. Then I mean, if they need that, if they feel like they need that, then yeah, it's your choice. You can give it to them or not. But if you want to stay in this relationship and you want to work at it, that's one of the things you got to do.
You know, one of the things that is so weird to me, like, crazy to me, like seeing people break trust and then turn around and tell the person, you need to just trust me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Because when you had the trust, you messed it up.
Messed it up.
It's not that simple for somebody to just retrust you again. like that's just
Yeah.
not, just don't happen.
Yeah. He was out there. Somebody was out there messing around.
Or she or whoever.
He or she. They were messing around and they used up 50%. And so now they went. They spouse or partner caught up with them, and now they only trust them 50%. So
Yeah. I mean, and people get mad and they get an attitude and they like, oh, you questioning me, you don't trust me. Hey, sir, hey, ma'am, if you rebuilding trust, answer as many questions as need to be that's asked.
yeah,
That need to be asked.
yeah. Truthfully,
Now your patience gonna have to kick in because you broke that trust.
broke the trust. Yeah, you gotta be
So,
truthful. You gotta be open. If you want to stay in that relationship,
yeah,
if you
wanna
want to stay in that relationship and get back to a good place.
well, I think that's why some people don't give a second chance when it comes to certain things because they feel like I'm not gonna be able to trust you, so I'm just not gonna do it. Like it's just over.
I get that
At this point.
I get that, especially for a lot of people who have been broken before, betrayed. A lot of mistrust going on, issues with that in the past, and maybe they don't know how to overcome that.
Yeah.
So they say, "Hey, just one and done." And they probably been warned before that person broke the trust.
Yeah,
they probably been warned.
A lot of times that is the situation, and like people will know what you've been through.
Yeah,
You would tell them every single thing that you done been through.
Yeah.
What pretty much tore you up before in the past. And the struggle it took you to get back to yourself, and they'll still turn around and do the same thing to you. They will promise you their
if not
loyalty and their fidelity and everything like that,
Yeah.
and turn around and do the same thing. And like you said, if not worse.
if not worse,
So that's even worse. If I tell you, if you know everything I've already been through, and you claim to love me, how are you gonna come and do the same thing to me that I just told you was the worst thing that probably ever happened to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
yeah.
And so, and then on top of that, afterwards, expect me to still be there with you, or hurry up and get over it, or hurry up and trust you.
Yeah, it's not always so simple
Yeah.
because trust is very delicate. A lot of people don't realize that. Some people just don't care. Some people don't care about breaking trust. They think that, if I do this, I get caught. She'll cry. We'll go through a little, low points, but then we'll
But
get
who
back
wants
there.
to go through the low points, though? That's the thing. Like, who even wants to go through the low points? It's stressful.
Some people don't mind. Some people don't care about it because they're doing what they do on the side. It is stressful, yeah, but
So as long as
I've seen it.
As long as they feel like the person ain't going nowhere.
Probably so. As long as if they feel like they're not going to go anywhere, then yeah, they'll do it. They'll do it. Some people will. I've seen it before. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have do have repetitive things like that going on.
Yeah.
And
And it's a shame because, you in that marriage, that
I,
commitment, you made that commitment before God that you would not do those things, that you would be there for her and for him, that you would always be there for that person through the good and bad, but then the person go out and cheat.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Trust is very delicate, very fragile, and very valuable.
Very valuable. Because, you know, but, I've seen conversations happening and participated in conversations to give my opinion when people say that, you know, a man protects, like if he out there cheating, he should be protecting his home and his woman from the other woman. Like basically shouldn't not tolerate this other woman crossing no type of lines when it comes to the woman at home, and that's his way of protecting her. I say it's a way of protecting himself. Because if she finds out, then that trust broken, you got problems in your house.
Problems at home. Yeah.
So you
Problems.
protecting yourself because you don't want to get caught.
Yep.
Because I feel like if you're protecting her, and I know a lot of men see this as protecting my home. I ain't finna let nobody say nothing to my wife. I ain't finna let nobody say, or my whoever. And they see that as protecting their home. But I see protecting your relationship and your home as being faithful.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you protect it. So you ain't got to worry about
So
none
you
of
ain't
that.
got to worry about it.
Because you can't control what that other person do. I don't care how much she talking about, because sometimes people catch feelings and all their actions change.
Yeah.
Where you thought they was gonna stay in their lane, they don't.
They
Now
cross,
you done.
they cross over
Now
their
the
lane
trust
and
going in your relationship. Exactly.
and they try to be in the wife's lane because that's where they want to be at. They done caught feelings and goodness, now it's a mess.
I know you ain't on out of date with her. Her who? Her my wife.
My wife? Yes.
But you got to protect your relationship from all of the things that will destroy or have the potential to destroy. And one of the biggest things is that trust.
Mm-hmm.
That breaking trust has the biggest potential to destroy your relationship. If you got trust in your relationship, keeping it should be one of the top priorities, because after that's gone,
Yeah. Very hard to get back.
yeah.
Very, very hard.
So, but I'm honored that you trust me 100%, and, but in that, so you'll say that, so if somebody come and tell you something, that they say, I did, you saying that you ain't gonna believe what they say, right?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I will look at. I'm not just gonna believe it like, oh yeah, oh really. I'm not gonna take their word for it, believe it. But
Okay.
what I mean is, I'm gonna look into it more for myself.
But if you 100% trust me, why you even gonna look into it? Why not just be like, okay, well, I ain't seen nothing like that. I don't think this happened now going on. So, and I 100% trust her, so it ain't nothing here for me to even see.
I still gotta look into it.
Well, that's not 100%.
Yes,
well,
it is.
maybe.
Yes, it is 100%.
Okay, so say.
Well, like I said.
Well, you
it's like
trust
I
me
said
100% until you hear something about me. Then
it's like I said earlier. I can trust you 100%, but I got my eyes and ears open. And if something comes about, then what I'm gonna do? Just sit back and pretend like ain't nothing going on.
unless you see it
that
for
potentially
yourself.
could be.
If you trust me 100%, then you don't even have any type of doubt unless you see it for yourself. That's what I'm saying.
And I go out and I'm gonna go out and see if I can see anything for myself.
Okay, so that's not.
That is 100%.
I don't think
Oh, that's not what you talking about. Just to be clear.
because if somebody tell you something
Yeah.
and it's a rumor or something, why even look into it if you trust me 100%? Now, if you see something with your own eyes that nobody came and said anything about, you just see it. Like if you see me strolling the mall, holding somebody's hand. You saw that. It's right there. It's reality. It's evident, factual. That's something going on. But if somebody comes say, "Hey, boss, you know, I heard that this was going on with your wife or whatever the case may be." If you even
if somebody
have to investigate that, then that your trust was shook.
Depending on who is it.
It don't matter who it is.
Yes, it does.
If you trust me 100%, then nothing should be able to shake you unless you seen it for your eyes.
So you mean to tell me if your best friend approached me, called me or whatever and say, "Hey,"
my best friend will never call you and tell you that. First of all,
you don't know.
But if she did,
you don't know.
But if she
I
did,
know her and she has high standards and she don't play.
Well,
everybody knows she don't play.
Because
she's been through things herself.
She ain't gonna tell you. But anyway,
I'm saying if somebody, depending on who tells me, like if a good friend of yours come to me, say, "Hey, this is what I saw," then why would I not?
Why would any of my friends that is actually a really good friend of mine is not gonna come tell you nothing? That's the thing. The other people, anybody who will tell you something, them ain't no good friends of mine. Because the people who I consider super close to me like that, you ain't got to worry about that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, if they did, let's just be hypothetically.
It's all the hypotheticals anyway.
If somebody,
it's all hypothetical,
right?
So
it is.
I'm just saying hypothetically. If your good friend came to me and said, "Hey, you might want to look into this. This is what I saw. I saw this on social media. You know, she trying to hide this from you. She say she here when she's really over there, doing this or that. Why wouldn't I look into that?
Because you 100% trust me. So they got to be lying.
They got to be lying.
They got to be lying.
They ain't got to be lying.
They got to be
just
lying.
Because I 100% trust you. That don't even make sense.
No, I'm saying if you 100% trust me, you would say they got to be lying. They
got to be lying.
Because I 100%.
Got to be more careful. I know that.
I ain't been seeing no little shade stuff going on at the house. Man, I'm going to just brush that off.
Got to be more careful. Shoot. And that's what I'm going to be.
Because you don't entertain rumors if you 100% trust somebody. Now, since I got that 2%, if somebody tell me something, then I can investigate with that 2%.
So you saying
you ain't got no percentage left to investigate. So you might want to move your 99, your 100 down to 99 so you can have that 1%.
So I need to drop the scale down a little bit. I need to slide the scale down a little bit just so I can have the grounds to be able to investigate anything.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna keep doing what I do because it's gonna work. Hypothetically, of course. Hypothetically.
But yeah, I mean, trust the big thing. I'm glad we got trust though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got my 98%.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got your 100.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm glad too.
Because it works, you know.
It works for us, yeah.
Yeah. We ain't having no crazy arguments about not no serious ones. About
not no
stuff
more.
That could be.
You ain't got on me in a while.
Could be or not be or whatever the case may be. So
yeah.
Nah. But yeah, so it worked. I mean, so yeah, trust. Keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
98.
Keep it 100. But know your partner.
A lot of people think they know their partner. That doesn't mean nothing. That's what I'm saying. Some people trust 100% and say what somebody won't do because they feel like they know their partner.
Yeah.
And then they basically get totally destroyed when they find out that person done did something that they never thought they would do. And because I know my partner so well, and without a shadow of a doubt, I know they won't do X, Y, Z. And they'll go to a bat and argue you up and down that you a lie. And then find out that you ain't a lie. Yeah. And then they just destroy them. And I mean, it's a sad situation.
It's sad.
Because somebody with that much trust in you should not have to deal with that type of stuff.
Shouldn't have to go through that, no.
So, I mean, gotta be kind. And being kind means, being trustworthy. Being a trustworthy person. Yeah. So, to the person you with.
If you can't trust them, just give them a hall pass. Let them do it. Let them get it out.
Boo.
That way, at least, hey, if they do something, you know, give them the pass.
No,
Give them
no.
pass once a year, whatever. You know your partner. Know your partner. Nah, don't do the whole pass.
I mean, some people fine with the hall pass.
Some people, yeah.
Hey, if they
Some,
like
for,
it,
for some, it ain't no pass. They just they just got a lifetime lifetime membership.
if they like it, hey, go ahead on.
It works
Do
for them.
you?
It works for them.
But as for you, it won't be no hall passing.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, you ain't got no
Because
hall
I
pass.
made that putt.
Child.
I made that almost near impossible putt. You said, she said, if I make this shot, this
I
putt,
never said that.
then she said, I
never
would
said
give
that.
you a hall pass.
I never
it was
said
one of those
that. You
ridiculous.
said-
We was at this putt golf place in Destin, and she was like, it was this ridiculous shot. She said, you make this shot, I give you a hall
That's a lie.
pass.
You said
it's true.
if I make this shot, I can have a hall
No,
pass. I never said you can have a hall pass.
Oh my goodness! If I had that on recorded,
It don't matter what you
promise.
had it on.
So I got me one in my back pocket.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh, that's where the 2% come from, because you gave me a
No, I'm not
or
giving
the
you a hall pass.
only 98%.
If you say so. But anyways.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody out there being trustworthy, and we're gonna go ahead on and keep on trusting each other.
Keep on trusting. keep on trusting.
Hey,
Trust on.
yeah, what I don't trust, another thing that falls into that 2% though, is sometimes I don't trust you not to eat something. Well, you getting better with that, like eating my leftover stuff. But
Oh, I'm about to say, what you talking about? Eating what?
oh my gosh. Your mind.
Good
I can
Lord.
always count on your mind to dive into the gutter. Anyway.
Yes.
All right,
eating
y'all. We
leftovers.
wrapping it up.
Yeah. Trust on. Keep the trust alive, y'all.
Yes.
Keep the trust alive. Keep the love alive.
Right. It's much more peaceful in your house when you do that.
Yes.
So we wrapping it up. It's just being the Joneses. We will be back the 2 Tuesdays from now.
Yep.
So y'all be easy.
We're going to talk about hall passes.
We not talking about her. So be easy and we out.
All right.